Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Ultraman Astra figure from SH Figuarts. As I've stated before, Ultraman Leo in particular holds a very special place for me, so I was very much excited when I saw this go for pre-order, instant pre-order, and I definitely liked the Ultraman Leo figure. So the question is, does this hold up to that one? Well, let's talk about that. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure looks great, and there is some reuse with the Ultraman Leo figure that we got last year. However, it's definitely a lot of new stuff, and that's always good. So, obviously we have that all red body. It's a lot of red plastic. Then we got some really nice silver going on for all the metal pieces. As you can see, we got real chain here for the thigh piece, which is always welcome. If I get that to hone in there we go. So as you can see, just really nice sculpt, super clean paint. Again, don't expect any less from SH Figuarts in that regard. And coming on to the face sculpt, and just beautifully done. The eyes have a very nice translucency. As you can see, even the black dots that were in the suit. So that's always awesome. That nice green jewel at the top, proportioned very, very well just overall. So just really, really nice looking. And just put him next to his twin brother here. So as you can see, very, very similar. Naturally, the ab piece is different because of the new sculpt. It's a little bit thinner on Leo than it is on Astra. Not only that, but the thigh piece is different. But other than that, from the waist down, they're pretty much the same figure, from what I can tell. Like same sculpt, just they got darker boots here on Astra. And obviously we got some new, pretty much completely new arms actually, because the wrist pieces are different too. So never mind. So those are completely different. Obviously the head's different. And the biggest difference that I think I like that they did here, and we'll go over that a little bit more in the next section, is that for the color timer, it comes out just of the actual chest piece for Leo, but for Astra, this is a removable piece. Pardon the lack of focus here. The shiny figures just kind of throw my camera off, sorry. But yeah, this coming off is a lot easier than having to worry about the color timer there. So definitely appreciate that. And it helps that there are different designs, so they were able to kind of rework that. So yeah, that's aesthetics. As expected, we get a whole mess of accessories, so let's jump right into it. Actually starting off with what I had mentioned in the last section. So our color timer is a separate chest piece, so this comes around the back. As you can see, so we got the blue one for the normal, and then the red one for the time's almost out. And as you can see, just a couple of pegs there on the back. Those kind of port in, and the front ports into the chest, and that's easy enough to do. And I don't have to worry about losing it, so I'm extra happy. Then moving on to hands, we get a couple of fists right out of the box. Then a couple of chopping hands, a couple of relaxed hands, a couple of flying hands slash also chopping hands. Then we get a couple of cupping hands for holding the key accessory, which I think is excellent. Then finally, a couple of splayed out hands. And speaking of that key, we do get the Ultra key. Love this accessory. Just kind of nice, plain gold, very, very, very shiny, and well sculpted. That's all it needed to be. So that's fantastic. And then finally, we get the Ultra double flasher effect. So you can see the hands sculpted in right there. Really nice translucency on the red. And then the kind of electric, kind of energy beam coming off of it. Very, very sharp, by the way, so be careful there. But just an awesome, awesome piece. So yeah, that is what it is, and that's accessories. Articulation and balance are very good and pretty much in line with what we got with Ultraman Leo, perhaps unsurprisingly. So bringing this down top to bottom as we do, we are on our ball joint in the bottom of the head. Then we got a neck piece with a ball joint going into that. So we're looking down about that far, looking up about that far, definitely enough for a flight pose. And we get a wee bit of side to side. We come to the arms and we got a little bit of butterfly action going on there. As you can see, there's kind of a ball joint and that comes up. So we get pretty much to a perfect T. No bicep cut, but we do get a kind of swivel on that delt right there. We do have double jointed elbows coming to about there. We're stopped a little bit by these bracers on the arms. Then we have our ball hinges here at the wrist, so we can go anywhere we want there. We have a ball joint in the diaphragm, a ball joint in the hip, as we normally do with SH Figuarts. So our crunch is about that deep, nothing fantastic. Coming back, even not as fantastic, so definitely better crunch forward. We do get some nice side to side. It's just because there's no real room with this ab piece. Then come down to the hips, and no drop downs. We're coming out about this far. So not complete splits, but definitely good. Again, we can still hold that freestanding kick because our joints are nice and tight here. You can actually see the assembly in there. So our front kick as well, pretty much 90. Then we get thigh swivel, double jointed knees, bringing us to there. And then our feet, we get a little bit of point, a little bit better on the forward. We get some very nice rocker, which definitely helps, and a toe joint. So that's articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with some other Figuarts. With some SH Monster Arts. With some Hasbro and some Mattel. With some other imports. With some monsters. Finally, with articulated icons Oni and yours truly in human form as a Valaverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the Ultraman Astra figure from SH Figuarts is that this is a great figure, and certainly if you are if you are collecting Ultraman figures, especially if you like the SH Figuarts stuff, absolutely pick this up. And certainly if you have the Ultraman Leo figure, you kind of need to get this. You got to have the brothers together. So yeah, definitely recommend it. And yeah. So all that being said, this is still available from a couple of different places online. So I will have links to those places that I can find in the description below. So you can check that out if you are interested. And yeah, so with that, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. If you did, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and or sharing. If you want to take the next level, help me even more. Various ways to do that in the description below, not limited to my eBay store, into which I am constantly putting stuff. Because I cycle through my collection pretty regularly, so there's a lot of stuff to find there. So please check that out. And yeah, with all of that being said, I hope you're well. I hope all of your toy dreams come true. And most importantly, I hope you and yours stay weird, simians.